We're used to seeing history behind glass, artifacts tucked away out of reach where they aren't so much a tactile memory as just an echo from the past, distant and cold. It isn't often we're able to interact directly with history, walk through it, or hold it in our hands. There are places off the interstate, hidden sometimes behind gruff exteriors, where that personal contact is still possible. There is a town west of I-15 in Juab County on Utah Highway 6 that is like a time capsule in and of itself that also offers recreation that will shock most visitors. What is it? Well, all you have to say is Eureka. Eureka, Utah, founded in 1869 as the financial center for the Tintic Mining District, thrived for years on the minerals pulled from the hills on its doorstep. While today the fortunes of Utah lie elsewhere, the impact of these mines in their heyday, and Eureka in particular, cannot be overstated.
It's just such an amazing history here. I have a letter that was dated 1947 that shows the amount of mineral that was extracted from here between 1869 and 1947 when they wrote the letter. In 2010, I did some research on it and valued out those metals. At the time, it came to just $10 billion. Most of Utah was agricultural, which was feeding the animals and making food on your table, but as far as money went to pay for things, that's where it came from. A lot of it came from these mining camps.
Over the last 80 years, Eureka has slowly declined, and most people have written it off as just a sad old mining town. But once you stop and really look, you see something completely different. From a recreation standpoint, some of the best trails in the state actually take off from downtown Eureka, leading into surprisingly green and fertile lands. Some of the overlooks will just straight up knock your socks off as you gaze down at valleys and mountain ranges you've never really known. I mean, you drive through groves of trees that act like a canopy overhead. You wouldn't expect a ride of this caliber in this section of the state. Downtown itself is also something worth exploring, though. The city is currently renovating a good chunk of Main Street, but from Porter Rockwell's cabin to the actual old jail, all of it is like one big interactive history exhibit.
This safe has not been opened in at least 80 years. No one knows how to open it. They have no idea what's on the other side. So if you're a safe cracker, you want to come down here and open this bad boy up. Okay, so this is the city hall, right?
That's the city hall.
Okay, so that's city hall, and this is where the general store is. This is where okay. Look, everybody. It's the first camera that Chad ever owned when he filmed the first episode of At Your Leisure. There it is right there. All right, so now we're in the old city hall, and they are currently in the process of renovating it. So this is what it's going to look like. And here's kind of the layout and things. And this is a picture of how it originally was when it opened.
We're not tearing anything down, we're just restoring what we have.
The history is awesome, but it isn't just in downtown. Remember those ATV trails I talked about? Well, the beauty of the ride and the overlooks are only part of the experience. As you pass remnants of mining towns, deep shafts into the earth where tailings mark what once were bustling communities on the hill, even structures still standing after a century in the sun.
This used to house dynamite back in the mining days. So they would store dynamite in here, and it's still here today.
Eureka City is currently working on expanding the trail access out here with the help of Utah legislators.
The state came to me before I actually became mayor and asked me to start working on some ATV trails. They wanted trails close enough to the Wasatch Front that people didn't have to go to Strawberry or to the Paiute Trail because those take 2 or 3 days to go. They wanted some places where people could go, get up in the morning, say, hey, let's go for an ATV ride. It looks like it's going to be good weather. Where can we go? Well, let's go up to Eureka. They have trails marked, and then we can be back home by 6 o'clock tonight without any problem. The first trail we're opening will be what we'll call Chief Tintic Trails number 1, and that goes a 23-mile loop from the east end of town over to Diamond and back around. And we'll have historical markers on that, 10 different historical markers that'll explain a little bit about the history of this area.
Work began late this last summer, and if everything goes according to plan, should be finished by late spring 2015. So we'll have an entirely new area to explore. Of course, most riders have never been to Eureka anyway, so everything will be new no matter what. It's great when history comes alive as we recreate with our families on the rough-hewn trails of the West. And you'll be hard-pressed to find more living history than what the small town of Eureka offers every visitor.
This is a little sleeping town that is waiting to be discovered. When you guys have the temperature inversions down in the Wasatch Front, just drive up here. The sun will be shining, it'll be blue skies, and it'll be anywhere from 10 to 30 degrees warmer up here than it will be down there. But those two things make it well worthwhile living up here.
You know, I thought that Eureka was the town that time forgot until today. Now, in a lot of ways I was right, but in the best possible ways. It's easy to come to Eureka just west on Highway 6, right from Santa Quin on I-15, and it is a great adventure, trust me. Well, I'm Stephen Heumann for AYL. We need to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we'll have more at your leisure. Hey guys, if you liked that video, you're going to want to watch all of our other AYL videos. You're going to want to like it, you're going to want to share it, and you're going to want to subscribe, right? See all the buttons right here? This is what you're going to want to do, right? Click on them, because we have some really cool videos, all kinds of behind-the-scenes stuff, bloopers of Alicia crashing and stuff.
Why are you going to sell me out like that, Stephen?
So you want to click all of these things and subscribe to our channel, because At Your Leisure is awesome, and we'll see you here for more videos.